All right, guys, we are here for you in round one. My name's Kyle Vance, and with me in 1 second is Jason Thurston, as he's been talking to you already. We are getting it all set up for you. Eldrazi post, Tinfins, some great action coming here for you. Looks like they're deciding their mulligans right now. And I do want to say thank you guys for tuning in. It looks like Logan is going to take a mulligan here. Logan's going to go to 6 here, it looks like. All right, looks like Logan's going to be on the play as well. That is a good sign for the Tinfins deck here. And it looks like Nelson's actually taking a mulligan as well after contemplating that. So we're going to have both players starting at 6 for game 1 here. Both players starting at 6.
They should just mold a 7.
I mean, you know.
You draw game 1, mold a 7.
Draw game 1, mold a 7. Sounds great. Sounds like a plan.
It's actually something I typically do with Mark Ketterberg.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever we play each other, if the mull is bad for both of us, we're just like, draw, go to game 2. Sweet.
Yeah,
well,
just draw to go to game 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've got 7 now.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
No need fooling around.
All right. And
Oh, it looks like they're mulliganing still.
yeah, we'll get the.
See if they can get some better 6s here.
Yeah, and Logan is someone who's been on camera here before. I don't think Nelson. This is actually his second Legacy tournament. He told me the first
ever?
Legacy tournament was this Sunday, our Winamax.
Oh, wow.
So
awesome.
His first 2 events were for high payout, and it looks like he has.
Is that a Voltaic key?
That's a Voltaic key and a Trinisphere in his main.
Interesting. Interesting.
In his hand, and a Thran Dynamo.
Well, he's got to have some kind of fast, and that's an Ulamog up there too.
Yeah, so there's
no way he can keep that.
No lands.
I mean,
down to 5. That's oof.
I mean, he's playing against Tinfins, so he could technically go turn 1 Trinisphere and just shut Logan off of this game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's hands here that are just golden.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Nelson can get a good 5-lander or 5-card hand here.
Yeah, and the Eldrazi post deck does mulligan incredibly well, as most Eldrazi or Tron like big mana lists do. One of the most famous mulligans was obviously when Todd Stevens won that Modern Star City on Multi-4 Tron plus Karn.
Yep.
How lucky. Yeah.
Hey, I'll try it.
if you were to say any 4 cards in the deck that could be in my hand of 4 to 7 cards, those are the 4 in pretty much every matchup.
I'll take those.
Yeah.
Every day. Does my opponent have any kind of interaction? Well, sucks for me, but I tried.
Yeah. That's all right. We got there.
Looks like Nelson's contemplating this one. He's going to keep it. All right, guys, we get some magic now. Thanks for tuning in. Legacy round 1 of 8, I believe, today.
8 plus the cut, yes.
Plus the cut.
And Nelson goes to the bottom with a scry.
Day full of Legacy for you. I hope you guys are ready for a ton of fun. Logan's going to go Beautiful Swamp into Thoughtseize. Round 1 fight.
Oh, that's a Chalice and there's a Cavern. I feel like he's got to take that Chalice though.
So it's Chalice, land, Ulamog.
All is dust.
All is dust.
And takes the Chalice, of course. And that does mean Logan is now down to 18 off that.
Yep. So it looks like a pretty tame hand, but you got to keep what you can work with. And I mean, turn 2 Chalice seems okay.
Yeah, and I think that's a Thespian stage in there with the Cavern.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So pretty good start there for Logan. I granted didn't really think Nelson would do too great after mulling down that much. Although, like you said, it does just have hands that in this matchup can just totally get there. So this will be. We've got a Cloud Post.
Cloud Post and pass it up. All right, so get the big mana going. Right now, from Nelson, I'm not quite sure what Logan's on. Oh, is that a Tundra?
That's a Tundra, yeah. So we have a swamp and a tundra. Yeah, his list is real interesting.
Interesting. Definitely not what I expected.
And another Cloud Post, so there's 4 mana.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be able to do a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and he just didn't do anything on his turn 2.
Draw pass, wow. There's a Vesuva copying Cloud Post.
Oh, that's 6 mana?
9.
No, available.
Oh, yeah, 6 mana available, yeah. So we're going to tap 3 first.
Oh. We're going to have to get that on screen for you guys.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
And let's see, another draw go from Logan, and this game is not what he wants at all. It's going real slow. Basalt Monolith. Okay. And wow, Nelson is just going crazy here with the big mana. And let's see. So we have 4 Cloud Posts, a Cavern of Souls, a Grim Monolith, and a Basalt Monolith now. And alrighty.
All right, guys. Looks like Logan's going off, and he has the
Mastermind's
acquisition.
So he's going to drop down to 3 in pool, 5 storm count here. And Nelson at this point definitely just knows what Logan's on. He was out there talking about it, so.
Okay, so we'll see what Logan gets with his Mastermind's acquisition. Puts it in his hand. He has 3 in his mana pool. Storm count is 5. Looks like our final count on competitors is 157. So we got that one person with the bye. 157 here today, fighting with some legacy. That's great. That is fantastic. This whole room is filled up. I'm more than pumped.
Another Dark Ritual, okay.
He's going to Dark Ritual, make 3 more black mana, up his storm count.
Now that's all of his Dark Rituals now that he's used.
Oh, is that all 4?
That's all 4.
Okay. So he uses Dark Ritual. He's got 3 mana in his mana pool. Stormcat's 6. And it looks like Cabal Therapy himself.
Yep.
What? Why would you Cabal yourself?
So you can put Gristlebrand in the
Oh,
graveyard.
it's. I'm so silly. It's Tinfins, of course.
Yeah.
Is that a
Shallow
Grave?
and
Yeah.
Corpse Dance.
And what does Corpse Dance do?
Corpse Dance is a buyback reanimate that exiles at end of turn.
Oh, okay. So we have Gristlebrand on the battlefield now. He's gonna pay the 7 life, so puts himself down to 11.
11.
So we got Logan at 11. Gristlebrand's gonna drop some cards. This game's all but over.
Yeah,
I think I heard Nelson mouth F6.
Yeah.
So you know.
He's definitely F6'd at this point. So, again, Nelson with all the mana in the world and just nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm. He's got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 mana, plus his mana rocks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe if he had like an Ulamog or a Chalice, Trinisphere, something. He needed something to help him get ahead.
Yeah, literally anything.
Any threat, any piece of hatred would have worked.
Hatred, that's a good card. I'm a fan.
We're not going into that. That's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
But for now, Logan's going down to 4, I believe.
Yep. Well, he doesn't have to worry about Lightning Bolt here or Fire Blast. So.
All right. So what could be a possible out for Nelson here?
Well, he's at 8 Storm.
Main
so
deck Mindbreak Trap. But
yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and there's 9 Storm. So Tendrils will just get there at this point.
Yep, Tendrils is just a kill right now. Just a kill with Tendrils.
He has 2 hands basically, setting one of them down to take a look at the other one.
Must be nice. It's a lot of cards. I'm sure Nelson's like, hey, can I just have just one threat, man, please? I just want one Ulamog or a Karn or something.
Oh, and there's 2 mana in pool for Logan. Cabal Ritual.
Cabal, make 5. Storm count is 10.
Yep.
And this means that the
and 5 black
Tendril
mana.
should be lethal here.
Yep.
Correct mine. Black Lotus or Black Lotus. Lotus Petal.
One third of Black Lotus.
One third of Black Lotus.
Still very good.
Passive Flames.
Oh wow.
He's making him go through it.
This is the rub-ins now.
It's the rub-ins. You always make your opponent go through it.
Yeah, for sure.
You never want to have a LSV moment where they never registered the Tendrils.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if he can get through here.
We'll flash back the Cabal Ritual,
and
then we'll flash back 4 Dark Rituals. Or 3. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was all 4 in his bin.
Just 3. Only 3. So we got all the rituals.
He'll be at 11 mana in pool, 13, 14, 15 Storm now.
All right, he's just going to find his win con here.
Yep.
Because this board state does not win through an All's Dust.
That's true.
This does nothing, because if he goes, what's the red card? Empty the Warrens for like 164, that still loses to All's Dust.
Yeah.
But he's got the acquisition. I'm sure he has a Tendrils in his sideboard.
And he does know that the All Is Dust is in the hand from the Thoughtseize.
That's true. So
assuming he hasn't forgotten, he knows to play around that.
Right. And does he have enough mana? Oh, yeah, he has tons of mana. So it looks like Tendrils in Agony.
Yep.
Kill you. Go to game 2. I'm going to go snag the deck list so we can see what their sideboards are packing. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. And that was the type of game where Tinfins basically did what Tinfins does, and there wasn't a whole lot of relevant interaction on the other side of the field. Eldrazi doesn't really have a good game against Tinfins, though, main board. Assuming that Logan has something like Relic of Progenitus, something like that in his sideboard, that definitely shores up game 2 for him. Might not be great otherwise. He's not packing that, although Legacy is one of those formats where I feel like you need to pack some type of just generic graveyard hate in general. It's really necessary because there's decks like Dredge, similar to Affinity in Modern, and really Dredge in Modern, where if people don't bring hate for it, it's just going to steamroll everything. It just has a tendency to get there. So Nelson obviously going to be taking the play here. Hopefully he mulligans a little bit better because that was just not a good mulligan for him at all. And sideboarding, a little bit of discussion there. And again, I do want to thank everyone for joining us today. Just as another reminder, this event is for charity. So a portion of all of the entry went to the Cancer Research Institute. And again, it's just nice to have something like this for Magic where we get to take a break from grinding and help contribute to a good cause. Always good to see. And there is, of course, quite a bit of room there for the game to grow and actually become more socially aware. And let's see, this hand... Oh no, that's sideboard, sorry. It looks like both of these guys... I know Logan was really excited for this event, and Nelson was really just happy to be here to play. Didn't necessarily think, I'm going to do great things or going to win. I just enjoy the game, so that's why I'm here. Let's see. So, sideboard. We have Ratchet Bomb, Warping Whale, All Is Dust, 2 Relics, and a Grafdigger's Cage. So, those are definitely coming in.
Yeah.
I think Warping Whales as well.
Yeah, I just think they're better than some of the things in the main board. Like Cosmic the Great Distortion seem... actually...
Distortion's fine. I think All Is Dust is not great.
Yeah.
Just really bad here. Eugene, also not great.
Eugene's not great, yeah.
So...
and for Logan, we have 2 Chain of Vapor, 1 Infernal Contract. Is that draw 4 cards, lose half your life?
Yep.
Huh. 1 Serenity?
Yep, I think that comes in for sure.
Okay.
White 1 enchantment during your upkeep, destroy all artifacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 Massacre, 4 Monastery Mentor, 3 Silent Gravestone.
Ground Seal.
I like that.
Yeah.
No. It's your things in your graveyard can't be the target of the spell's abilities, so your opponent can't surgically you.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then 1 Tendrils. Yeah.
Besides Serenity, I don't think anything comes in. I mean,
maybe Chain of Vapor. Get your chalices. Oh, no. It's a 1-drop.
Yeah.
So,
and, I mean, for the most part, he can just wish for anything he needs to.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you play wish boards, right?
Yeah, get the versatility of effectively a 75-card main.
Right, and it's pretty sweet. So, if I were to put money on this, I'd just say Logan runs this back.
Yeah, and
he's playing 1 Magus of the Mind.
Yeah.
Spicy, man. 1 Magus of the Mind.
And I don't think he boards into the Mentor plan here.
That's for grinding matchups.
Yeah,
decks are bringing in all their graveyard hate and, Grixis decks, all that kind of stuff.
So we have Chalice, Monolith, Cavern, Caracas, City. He has the turn 1 Chalice. That's rough.
And it looks like Logan's going to mulligan.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that he was going to play too much Magic this game anyways. So
yeah, if he's got the turn 1 Chalice, it's looking pretty good for Nelson here.
Yeah.
Might get a game 3. Look at those locks on Nelson, man.
Yeah.
Whew.
The Lion's Mane.
Lion's Mane, absolutely. So I was strolling out there looking at some matches, and I saw a candelabra or 2 out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some High Tide, baby.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's great.
High Tide is fantastic. I saw somebody with stroke count 20.
Yeah.
Got some judge calls. Got some great magic going on out there. I saw multiple Ada Vials with some foil planes. A lot of D&T.
Yep.
It looks like a great field. I'm excited. Hopefully we get some diverse magic on this.
I just want to see Deathrite take it down so more people can complain about how it needs to be banned.
Well, it does.
Wrong. No way.
Yes.
No way.
Deathrite comment is so oppressive.
No.
Oh my gosh. You're just wrong.
I think it's fine.
We don't need to talk about it.
If you give it back to me in Modern, fine, I'll let you ban it in Legacy.
If it's banned in Legacy, it doesn't mean it's illegal in Modern.
Best Planeswalker ever printed.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, and yeah. Nelson has the city and the chalice pulled to the front, so you know he's gonna win.
You know his plan.
Yeah.
I think we're all aware.
Yeah.
Looks like he.
Logan's
keeping. He's scrying. No, he mulliganed.
He was looking to see. He decided to mull and then made the mistake of looking.
Logan mulled to 5, or Nelson mulled to 5 the first game, so I guess it's Logan's turn to mull to 5.
Yeah.
You know, gotta be fair. Gotta be fair.
All right.
I mean, in a mull to 5, trying to win through a chalice is gonna be rough.
I mean, I just don't think he can win.
I mean, what do you? I don't.
Like Serenity, he has to draw Serenity, and hope that by that point, so he also has to draw Serenity and not have it Ulamogged or something when it hits the field.
Right.
So, because it does have to last a full turn cycle.
Right.
Although, I mean, if he's landing Serenity even on turn 3, I'm not sure how great that is.
So it looks like his hand is a couple lands, Gristlebrand, and a Cabal Therapy.
Yeah. Well, one of those is just dead.
Yep.
And Nelson, off to the races with the chalice on 1, and
and Logan's
face is exactly what you would expect.
Pure disappointment.
Yeah. Marsh Flats.
So it looks like his hand is. It looks like he did bring in Chain of Vapor.
Well, doesn't matter now.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it took care of Trinisphere or something along those lines, but it doesn't take care of the Chalice one. And it looks like Grim Monolith, Cavern of Souls, trigger, sacrifice your City of Traders. You've got, is that 4 mana?
That is 4 mana. Yeah. Of course, naming Eldrazi, not human.
I'm a fan of humans.
Thran Dynamo. Well, there's...
He has a little bit of mana.
Yeah,
now, if he has any threats in his hand to back it up with, that's what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
That's what we want to know.
And Logan, draw go. Well, Monolith stays tapped there. And Nelson, also important, he does have the Caracas in his hand. So even if he didn't have the Chalice on 1, he would at least...
have the Caracas for the Gristlebrand.
Yeah, to bounce it. Not that, Logan wouldn't
Not
just
that it matters,
draw a million cards.
like, insanely much.
Yeah.
But, it is relevant.
All right,
Caracas.
there it is. So we have 5 mana, and I do believe there was an Endbringer in his hand. So he's going to untap. Yeah, there is an Endbringer in there.
Logan looks like he's looking at a whole bunch of poop in his hand.
Yeah.
He's looking at all the cards. He's like, oh, all of these do nothing. Oh, man. And he drew a Sorcerer's Spyglass. So what he could do is try to Marsh Flats.
Yeah.
I like that play. It's a little greedy, but I like that play. Actually, he's played an Urborg, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's actually helping him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Huh. Kind of weird. But if he's got that Endbringer, I like it.
Yeah. And this is going to be a Windmill Slam.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Endbringer. Start getting those cards.
And pay 3 for Spyglass. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just named Gristlebrand, right? The game's over.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Gristlebrand, Cabal Ritual,
Gristlebrand,
Dark
Writ, Chain of Vapor.
Yeah.
This game's over.
Yep. Brainstorm, yeah, there's nothing here.
Is that a Brainstorm? Yeah, it's a Brainstorm.
Yeah, it's a Brainstorm. This is going to 3 pretty quick.
Yep, and he named Gristlebrand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Logan went ahead and skipped it all up here in a second.
Yeah, I think he's going to continue to play it out though, just because he wants to see what else Nelson is packing. There's maybe see what information he can get from sideboard. Not that it really matters. I can't imagine Nelson's gonna.
I mean, I don't think Nelson does anything until he's forced to.
Yeah, I think he just starts
knocks him down to 15.
5, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a 4-turn clock.
Yeah.
Just a 4-turn clock.
I don't even think you necessarily draw extra cards. I think you just...
Well, at his end step,
hang.
Well, the clock doesn't change.
Yeah, that's fair.
The clock doesn't change.
Yeah.
So like you just take you take your free draws at his instep, clock him for 5 each turn.
Yeah.
Maybe find another Chalice. Maybe find another Sorcerer Spyglass. Ulamogaway is 2 lands.
Yep, drawn there. And paying for the untap.
Yep. For being relatively new to Legacy, it seems like Nelson knows like the sequencing of his deck pretty well.
Yeah, he does.
So that's good. You know, it's always nice to see coherent play. I would just keep slinging in here with the 5/5.
Yeah.
Looks like for 3 mana we're doing something. 4 mana.
Thought not.
Thought not here. I mean, I would just don't show many more cards.
Yeah.
I guess looks like double Brainstorm, Chain of Vapor, Dark Wit, Cabal Therapy. This is going nowhere.
This game's pretty much over at this point. We got nothing left.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah.
At least we'll get a game 3. That's always fun.
We will get a 3, which is good. Always nice to see. I'd much rather a game go to 3 than have, game 1 over on turn 2 upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Storm isn't fun to watch. I actually do really enjoy both playing and watching Storm.
Yeah, I mean the lines are intricate. A lot of play to it and all that stuff.
It looks like he's going to take the Cabal Writ.
Yeah, the only one he can cast.
Yeah.
So.
Rest of his hand is just blank, so he's not going to be.
So now what he can do is he can attack for 5, put him to 10, and then ping him to 9, and then swing for 9.
Yep.
So now the ping is relevant.
Yeah. And Logan never got off of 2 lands. Not that his deck needs more than 2. We did see multiple rituals in his hand.
Yeah.
So.
Multiple rituals, but I don't see an answer for it.
Yeah, no, I think this one's over pretty quick. And yep, there we go. We're going to 3 now.
All right, Logan's gonna scoop it up. Turn 1 Chalice, backed by like a turn 2 or turn 3 Endbringer. It just Logan couldn't go anywhere. That one was over pretty swiftly.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so now
Logan's on the play. So I think he just tries to get faster here.
Mm-hmm.
Not that necessarily he has a way to do so. I mean, I think chains may end up getting boarded out.
Yeah, I think it was just dead in his hand.
Yeah.
Like the card you want to chain is Chalice and what's the 3-mana one? Trinisphere. Those are the things you want to bounce. But like if you're on the play, you want to go off turn 1/2.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Because as soon as, especially Trinisphere is backbreaking, but if turn 1 Chalice happens, Tinfins literally has no way to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just dead.
Mm-hmm.
Entomb, Dark Writ, Ponder, Brainstorm, Thoughtseize, all that stuff is just, non-existent, effectively. Mr. Richter, it's looking pretty good. There's quite a diverse turnout, not as much Delver as we were expecting after the Star City. I don't think Deathrite Shaman should be banned. I'm going to throw that out there. But
we can have a healthy discussion about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Maybe between a couple rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a good amount of DNT, a good amount of red, like a burn and big red type style decks. I see 2 or 3 people on Infect, 2 or 3 people on High Tide.
I know there's a little bit of Sneak and Show running around too.
Sneak and Show. All right. A lot of lands.
Oh yeah.
A lot of lands. That's my pick to win the whole thing is lands.
Is that because Davy's on lands?
Well, Davy's on lands. There's another very, very good player on lands. I forget his name, but he's played around here quite a few times.
Yeah.
He plays lands. There's a couple people on lands. There's some Turbo Depths in the room.
Turbo Depths is really good right now.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the deck.
Absolutely. Hopefully this game we can both keep 7.
Yeah, so that we can finally have both players playing Magic, because Game 1, Nelson didn't get to play Magic, and Game 2, Logan didn't get to do anything but draw.
Right.
Nelson at least cast spells Game 1.
Yeah, Nelson cast spells. Logan didn't do any of that Game 2.
No.
let's see.
Drawn.
Yeah, Davey's got a Tabernacle from Jason, actually.
Yep.
So, Davey's rocking lands.
Hoping he wins.
I hope he wins it all.
Let's see.
Means I get some of the money.
Oh, Eugene stayed in. It's an Ancient Tomb, a Cavern, Oblivion Sower.
Oh, interesting. Maybe we take some win cons out of that. A Sorcerer's Spyglass. I kind of like the Spyglass.
Yeah, he just doesn't do. He
doesn't do anything else.
Is the problem.
That's true.
He has to draw land basically in order to be able to even cast TKS. Granted, he has quite a few, but he is going to mulligan. It looks like.
Yep, looks like we're not going to get 7. And
Logan is keeping 7. It looks like.
Trying to get a good read on Logan's hand. Couldn't quite tell.
Yeah.
Man, Richter, sorry you couldn't come out. Would have loved to have you, man.
Yeah, then somebody wouldn't have had a buy.
Yeah.
All right, and these guys... Nelson was really considering that hand for a while, and I'm not sure...
Yeah, it did a whole bunch of mid-range stuff. He needs to do some mean turn 1 stuff. 157, Kyle. 157 people here today.
Yeah, he needs the disruption turn 1.
We are going to have vintage and modern side events later, around 3 or 4 o'clock. If you want to stay tuned, I'll be announcing that whenever it gets solidified. But we're going to have modern and legacy or vintage side events. So stay tuned for that.
Yep, vintage.
Yes, vintage.
There's going to be a lot of people here playing old school as well.
I believe there's 14 already signed up for vintage. It's pretty sweet.
That is correct.
That is pretty sweet.
Nelson almost threw down 7.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Richter, come up, play some shops. All right, looks like we have a Post, an Ulamog.
A Monolith, and he's going to sneak that.
Did he have a hate piece in there? A Thought-Knot Seer, a Monolith, an Ulamog, a Glimmer Post. Is that a Thespian stage in the far left?
Yeah, I think that's a Thespian stage.
I mean, if he doesn't have the turn 2, just like loses, right? I mean,
yeah.
This hand's kind of rough.
Yeah, depending on what Logan has, and it looks like we're gonna bottom here.
Looks like he was thinking there for quite a while.
Yeah. And if anyone is curious about the armbands that the players are wearing, the green armband is for people who have stowed bags. Oh, I have Ugin. Okay. And the yellow armband is for people who have entered into the event to indicate that they cannot drink at the bar. Wizards does not allow alcohol to be consumed by players at sanctioned events. So they have to wear that armband so that they can't drink. And, oh, wow. So we're going to entomb right away. So I think this might just be over now.
Yeah, Nelson didn't have the turn 1 Grafdiggers or the turn 1 Relic.
Yeah.
He just didn't have either the turn 1 hate pieces he needed. Maybe he was leaning a little too hard on the turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer.
Yeah.
But if there's a Shallow Grave, this one might just be over.
Yeah, so we're going to get Gristlebrand into the graveyard then. And then probably pretty swiftly shuffle them up with Logan snagging the win.
Yeah, this one could be over pretty swiftly. It's probably going to be my word of the day, swift.
Yeah, it's been you've been called out for it a couple times in chat already. All right, there's a Marsh Flats.
Looks like Logan's going down to 18.
Yeah.
All Nelson can do is hope he doesn't lose this turn.
Yeah.
That's all he can all he can hope to do here.
I think he's trying to F6 as much as possible here. I think writing's on the wall, more or less, for this one.
Yeah, it looks like this one might be over pretty quickly. No Chalice, no Trinisphere, no hate piece. Turn 1 for Nelson. It's going to lead to a pretty rough time for Logan here. Or pretty tough time for Nelson. Logan's
fine with this. He's about to windmill slam that Shallow Grave and get there. Maybe. I mean, his hand would probably need
Deathrite stays, Grizzle Daddy goes. Absolutely not. Grizzle Daddy is totally fine.
Deathrite's fine.
No. All right. Looks like he has Ulamog.
And we're going to Brutality. That's interesting.
So he actually gets nothing.
Yeah, we have double Monolith, Eldrazi Temple.
And Ulamog. So he's going to be able to go turn 2 Thought Knot, and it looks like there's nothing Logan can do about it.
Yeah.
Huh. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, so maybe the hand was not as explosive for Logan as we thought it was. So yeah, we have Temple.
So he's going to go Eldrazi Temple, play a Thought Knot Seer. What are you even thinking about, man? Just play it. Just do it.
Just run it out there.
Run it out there. Looks like Nelson's going through some thoughts in his head.
Yeah.
Doing some,
Oh.
Ooh.
Well.
Hello there, beautiful.
Yeah, so I think you have to...
Can he cast it, though?
Temple, Monolith, Trinisphere? Or just Temple, Monolith, Trinisphere, I think.
I like double Monolith.
Yeah.
I think... Oh, come on. No, he didn't do it.
No, what are you doing, Nelson?
Okay, oh, he doesn't
Chain
have 2 mana.
Vapor and Tomb.
That only taps for Eldrazi. He didn't have 2 mana.
That taps for Colorless or 2 for Eldrazi.
No. The Eye.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it does only tap for...
Looks like we have a judge call.
Yeah, we have a judge call here.
Just yell.
All right.
Looks like we got a judge call here. Not quite sure what we're thinking about here. Looks like the Chain of Vapor maybe, and looks like...
Chain of Vapor, Dark Ritual, and Magus of the Mind.
Is that Magus of the Mind right there? Yeah, it looks like it is. Looks like a blue creature of some sort.
Yeah. All right, and we've got Zeke Davis over here.
L2 from St. Louis area. I think Illinois side.
Yeah, Illinois side. Yeah, no turn 2 win despite... Okay, Corpse Dance. He took the Corpse Dance. Wow. So yeah, that was actually most definitely the play there.
Yeah.
Because now Logan has to draw a win con.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like he didn't have the turn 2.
Yeah. Had a turn 3, which makes me wonder why he... Well, I guess if he top decked through Brutality, that makes sense.
Yeah. So now Nelson has to... Well, he's going to play Grim Monolith into...
I have to assume Trinisphere.
Trinisphere.
Yeah,
and in
I
response,
have to assume that's going to happen.
Logan's got to do something.
All right, down to 18 off of the Ancient Tomb. And we're going to get a Grim Monolith. Tap Grim Monolith for, I bet it's a Grim Monolith. That's a Trinisphere, actually. So, Trinisphere is on the board.
Trinisphere is on the board. It's going to make life a little rough for Logan. So he can either, end of turn, Chain of Vapor your Thought Knot Seer, or Chain of Vapor your Grim Monolith. Or your...
Trinisphere.
Trinisphere or Thought Knot Seer. Either way, I think he's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the Trinisphere, and then he has to have the win this turn. Because if he doesn't, I mean, granted, he does not know Nelson has another Grim Monolith in hand, but Nelson has another Grim Monolith in hand.
And the Ugin, right?
Yeah, and the Eugene. And, or no, not a Eugene, Nulamog.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a Nulamog
that's just the writing on the wall, then.
Yeah.
And is Chain of Vapor a sorcery?
No, it's an instant, so he did not end step, so he just must not have the win. Which, granted, I feel like you wait until you have the win to do it.
Yeah.
But, draw here.
Well, Nelson gave us the side smirk, so obviously it was something good that he was not expecting.
Oh.
So how much mana we have? We have 2, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. And was there another Trinisphere in his hand?
I thought I saw another Trinisphere.
Wow.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, this is not.
Does that make things cost 6 mana?
I wish.
I wish.
Only 3. Good old Trinisphere lair. And then we have another Grim Monolith.
Nope, he didn't. Just another Grim Monolith.
Yep.
So, looks like he's waiting. And Logan is at 10?
Yep. And then it's draw. Oh.
This is round 1.
This is round 1.
Yep. This is round 1. This is game 3 between Nelson Corliss and Logan Green. We have a Trinisphere. It's a little bit off the screen. We'll try to get that fixed.
Yeah, actually, we did have a different camera that we had been using, but we're experiencing some hardware issues with it. So that should be back up and running this week, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had to go to a different cam.
Using our old one currently. And let's see. Nelson.
We'll make it work, though, guys. Don't worry.
I think this might be Ulamog here.
I think Logan can win through that.
Yep, Ulamog.
Richter, what's going on? Thanks for subscribing, man.
Yeah, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. That money actually does go back into the stream setup. The sub money we got was what bought us the upgraded camera. It's a 4K lens.
Thanks,
and
man.
We're going to lose 2 lands here?
Yeah, he's going to lose 2 lands. I'd probably say it's the 2 UCs. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I mean, Nelson doesn't know what Logan boarded in because Logan only has 2 white sources in the whole deck. So if he gets rid of the Tundra, Logan can't cast Serenity.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, Serenity's white and 1. I'm thinking Aura of Silence is white, 1.
So he did pick the 2 UCs.
Yep.
So that leaves him with...
Hey, thanks, Artie. Appreciate that.
Artie13, thanks for following, man. So it looks like he has 1 more UC, 1 Scrubland, and 1 Swamp left in the deck.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's fine on black sources, at least for right now.
Yeah. And for everyone watching, we do stream 5 days a week. We've got fighting games on 2, and Magic on 3. And starting next week on Thursday, actually, Blyden and I are going to go back to doing the Filthy Casual Hour.
Nice. Very solid.
You can join us for brews, strategy, and basically just us trash-talking each other.
Nice. That sounds like a great time. I'm a fan. Bartholomew, that is Charlie Corbin.
Oh, what's up, Corbin?
Charlie says, what's going on, Jason? Charlie, we are saddened, and we're going to take a moment of silence for you not being able to play with us today. Rest in peace, Charlie's sign-up. Moment of silence. Sorry.
So Blyden is not playing that trash Allurin still. He does still have it built, obviously.
I thought I saw Jeff here. What's he playing today? Do you know?
I actually don't know. He needed Leovolds, though, so it's something with Leo.
So Elves, Bug, Delver, Bug, Jace, Control Deck, something like that.
Check pile, maybe.
Check pile.
Who knows? Yeah, and there's the game.
All right, looks like Nelson's going to take that one.
Yeah,
wow.
Nelson wraps it up. Turns out Ulamog, good card.
Well, I think it came down to Trinisphere.
Well, yeah, Trinisphere was definitely.
Yeah.
And that really showcased the power of, stacks effects, which, I personally think are criminally underrated.
Absolutely.
In Magic. I love stacks because I am a big proponent of there's a finite amount of fun that can be had in a game of Magic, and I intend to have it all.
Oh, absolutely. Only you get the fun.
Yeah, that's basically how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, takeaways from this. Stack effects, Trinisphere, Chalice of the Void, Thorn of the Animist. Very good cards against Storm-type strategies.
Yeah, the faster you're trying to go, the better those are, which is,
that also flows into the Soul Lands, Ancient Tomb, City of Traders.
Big fast mana.
Fast mana. Put down some Thorns, put down some Chalices, make your opponent's life miserable. Legacy is a very fast format, a lot of 1-drops. So if you play those decks that cheat the 1s and go to the 2s and play Chalice for the 1,
it's pretty.
You got to edge up on
good.
those kind of decks.
definitely, and it's interesting talking about stacks effects and going back to Death and Taxes, because that's one of the reasons that deck is able to be so successful, is because it runs those stacks effects that are, essentially aggressive threats while they're doing it. Aven Mind Sensors, Containment Priests, Thalia, obviously.
Yep.
Both new and old.
New and old, both very good. The new one's better against big mana. But old Thalia, she's $20 for a reason. She's very good.
Rip.
Yeah, she was $20. Back down to $7 you go.
Yeah.
That really showed us the difference between Storm and a stacks type big mana deck.
You really got to see both decks do the thing that they wanted to. Again, the Eldrazi post just has so many ways to access early hate pieces.
They have a lot of angles of attack.
Yeah.
And if you're playing like he was playing on his list, 4 Ancient Tomb, 4 Eldrazi Temple, looks like just 1 City of Traders, actually.
He runs Caracas over City because he didn't want to buy the second city. So
hey, if he plays against Sneak and Show today, and he keeps a hand with Caracas in it, and it's not a city, he's like, free win.
Yeah,
like
basically.
Why not?
That's fine.
That's fine. Oh man,
I don't think he'd be mad at that.
I don't think he'd be mad at that either.
No, not at all.
Dropping 100 on a Ancient Tomb when you could, or City of Traders when you could just play another Caracas.
Yeah, sure.
Take the losses where you do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like we still have about
2-3 minutes. The feature match does get a time extension.
Yeah.
Just because I have to wait. So
we have about 3 minutes left in the actual round, plus 5 turns. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
We do have these guys finishing up here. That was a fun time. I'd like to see more of that Eldrazi deck on stream.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he does really well today. Just genuinely good guy.
Yeah, Nelson seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah,
I haven't really met him before today, but seemed like a swell dude.
Very, very pleasant. Well, all right, we'll take a brief break, everyone, and we will be right back with a little bit of coverage before round 2 of the Legacy 5K begins.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.